We are now.
Hello, welcome to 2020 and Happy New Year to everybody.
Yes, Happy New Year. We are back. We have been around a little bit, but we've just not been very loud, have we?
Because we're in New Zealand, and in New Zealand everybody and everything shuts down in January. A bit like the continent really, in Europe, isn't it? France, they all shut down, they all go on holiday. So we've all been on holiday, we've all been on campsites, and we've all had a lovely time. But we're back and we've got some exciting speakers lined up for 2020. Starting today, we are releasing Otto
Heutling, who we met over in Sydney many months ago, and he is a gentle giant. He's about 6'8". I just kept looking up at him going, hi. He's just so tall and very charismatic, very gorgeous, very lovely, very lovable. You can easily fall in love with Otto, can you? Can't
and
you?
He is
Can you?
CEO of FemPowerment, which is an organisation that he has established to enable women to feel empowered in safety. He is also author of a book called FemPowerment, and he talks about how women innately have a sense of intuition about when something's going to happen and to be in tune with that intuition. So it's actually about a lifestyle rather than a situation where you think, am I safe in a given moment, and therefore putting a plan of action in place. It's actually changing a lifestyle to be in tune with whether we feel safe as women and what tools and techniques can we use to feel safe when we are out and about.
Yeah, so it's like, because if you Google like self-defense or anything or safety for women, you'll often find 7 moves that you need to know or 5 moves you need to know, whatever. And all their moves are great, don't get us wrong, but however, you can be in a classroom doing ninja moves till the cows come home, and then somebody comes up from behind you and attacks you, or you don't know if you're going to do that fight, flight or freeze, and you just don't know until you're in the situation. However, we do have that innate feeling within us. Often, either maybe the hairs on the back of your neck might prickle, or you might get a feeling in your tummy or something. You generally know when something doesn't feel quite right. So it's more about getting to tune with all of that, isn't it?
Yeah, and we love intuition, don't we? And lots of people, you can talk about, gosh, I wish I'd followed my instinct because I knew I shouldn't have done so and so, or I knew that person was suffering. I wish I'd said something because I found out later that they were. So we just love intuition, and we are all about training people to say whatever you feel is in your heart, whatever you feel is on the back of your mind, follow it and listen to it, because the more you listen to it, the more it becomes a reality. And so therefore, when we have a sense of fear that something might happen, often it's very true, it might happen. So what can we put into place in terms of actions to stop that happening? And that's what Otto's about. He's actually about prevention, isn't he?
It is about prevention, and we asked him some serious questions, and he comes back with some good answers. And it's not about, because often you hear there's a rapist out there, or it's women who perhaps are in domestic abusive relationships, and all of these situations are really awful, and there is reasons why people do go and look for self-defense, but he is doing it as a whole movement and a whole mindset, which is for everybody to feel safe, for every woman to be able to walk down the street or walk into a bar or to be in her own home. It's for the whole package, isn't it? Which is nice.
It's funny, it takes me back to when I was a child and I used to play lots of tennis, and there was an alleyway from our house to where we used to play tennis, and I used to go down the alleyway, and it was long and narrow. It would take about 10 minutes to get down. It wasn't just a little short passage. And I remember looking down the alleyway, looking at the light at the end, thinking, is there anyone there? I'm going to run the whole way down and sprint. And yet intuitively I knew it wasn't safe, and so I should have actually just walked the long way round. I was only 9 or 10. I wasn't in a safe situation. So now I would say, actually, it's probably not safe to walk down that alleyway. If there's somebody down there hiding in a bush, I wouldn't know, and there's no way to get out, and there's no visibility for anybody to see the alleyway. So actually, although it may be 5 minutes longer to walk round, I should just walk round. So we do know. Been in a situation where you felt unsafe when you've been out and about?
Yeah, I think I mentioned on the podcast, I got followed once down in where I used to live. It was quite near the motorway, but then there was a pathway in front of the motorway. Put my teeth back in. Anyway, so I was out for a walk one day, and this man just appeared out of the bush, and I thought, oh, that's kind of odd. But there was some walkways over to the side, so I tried to, get rid of that out of my head. And so carried on walking, but I just felt really, really uneasy, and he was walking really slow. really slow. So I had to walk really slowly behind him. And then he stopped to fix his trouser or something. He got pulled at the side. So then I overtook him and got into my rhythm of walking. And then when he started walking, it was in my rhythm of walking. And then I thought, then my intuition was totally screaming at me, but I couldn't like turn around and run back that way, which was closer to home, because then I would have had to walk directly straight into him, and I didn't really know what to do, whereas Otto does come up with some good tips. But however, what I did do is when I got around the corner and he couldn't see me anymore, that's when I started running. So I was still very, very English and didn't run in case he wasn't really following me. So as soon as I got around the corner, I just ran like a bat out of hell. And then when I got to the end of the path, I could have gone back that way, but of course I was never going to. So I walked up a road and I thought I'll just go and knock on somebody's door if I need to. And then when I looked back, he was just standing there looking at me and he didn't move. And then maybe there was no, maybe it wasn't sinister, because I'm never going to know, am I? But let me tell you, it did not feel good at all.
But I think if you felt unsafe,
it was unsafe.
It's true to say you were actually unsafe.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, isn't it, looking back, a lot of our safety lies in putting ourselves in situations where we are protected, where there are people around. Because there's nothing worse than being a woman and feeling unsafe, is there? It's a very frightening experience, and I'm sure a lot of you listeners have been in situations.
But equally, if I'd had some of the training that Otto provides, as soon as that guy would have come out of the bush, I would have honed into my intuition a little bit more right there, and then I would have just turned around and walked back.
I was going to say, what would you do differently if you'd listened to Otto?
I would never have carried on walking, ever. Yeah. And even now, I mean, it's not even just Otto's trainings, it's everything we know, and now we are way more in tune with our intuition.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you always want to see the good in people as well. You don't want to ever lose that. However, if something's telling you something's not right, get out of there.
I would change a lot having listened to Otto, actually. I mean, I remember hitchhiking across Europe again and again, and the drivers would stop, and instead of thinking, do they look safe, I would just hop in.
Yeah.
Whereas now I wouldn't even hitchhike, I don't think.
No.
I did have fun though.
Yeah.
But it's about having fun, isn't it? It's not about being so stressed or fearful in your life that you're going to stop doing anything as a woman. It's actually thinking, I want to empower myself to be safe in situations, have good healthy boundaries around myself, and I myself are going to take that challenge to put boundaries around myself. What is safe and what's not safe?
Yeah.
What should we be doing?
That's actually a good one, what you just said. It's about healthy boundaries as well. So yeah, but anyway, here we are, we're back. Listen to the episode, it's good. Otto's got a really nice German kind of twang to his accent, so you could listen to him all day. He's very calming and
a nice kind of German height.
Yeah, very, very, very
so
tall.
tall. He's so tall. It's amazing.
We both just popped under him, didn't we? We were like, hello, we're little people.
It's lovely.
So yes, there you go. We're back. We've got some great guests coming up. We're going to be talking about near-death experiences, about having a really terrible road accident,
diving accidents,
accidents. We've got lots of amazing people coming up with inspirational stories who've all faced adversity, who've all faced suffering, and who are still thriving and surviving.
And our release date is Tuesday. Day is Tuesday each week. So please come on board, like our page, and pass us on to all your friends.
Thank you, and if you know of anybody else who wants to go on our podcast, drop us a line. See you soon. I'm going to put my big fat finger in your way now. Bye.